Hello everyone, in today's video I wanted to have a quick talk about the Nintendo Switch and what are the emulation possibilities for the console itself. So I want to talk a bit about, are we going to see some Nintendo Switch emulators for the PC, to play them on the PC, or will we be seeing emulators on the Nintendo Switch, and is the hardware actually capable? So for the Nintendo Switch, we don't know the exact specs, but we do know it's at least going to be the X1 chip, which is in the NVIDIA Android TV box. It could possibly be the X2, which would be miles better, but we don't know if it's going to be because they want it to be cheap. And the X1 is powerful enough, but obviously the X2 is the next gen chip, so they would be a generation behind already. So let's first talk about PC emulation. So it is using the, at least we know it is using the NVIDIA chip. These NVIDIA chips are built for Android and like Linux to run on. So possibility is the hardware is, it's not proprietary hardware, is basically what we're trying to say, is so we will be able to run emulators, and it may be a lot quicker than say the Wii or the Wii U emulation scene was. So we are possibly going to be seeing emulators quicker than we were. It all depends on what it's going to be like, because obviously we do know what the hardware is. We do know it's not proprietary in relation to what the GameCube, Wii and Wii U was. That was their own developed hardware. This is NVIDIA's hardware. We've already got a similar chip already on the market. So that's the first thing. We're possibly going to see them, but we can't really say anything else until we get more details. They will be released in January by Nintendo themselves. And also, so the second thing I wanted to talk about was emulators on the Switch itself. So the X1 chip, which is in the NVIDIA Shield Android TV, that is perfectly capable of running GameCube and Wii games. So the Dolphin GameCube and Wii emulator can run on the Android TV, and it doesn't run all games perfectly. But that's because the Dolphin emulator doesn't hardly get any support. There's no active developers on the Android emulator right now, and obviously it's not that optimized for Android. Something that Nintendo would make themselves would work perfectly. So we do know that the X1 chip is perfectly powerful enough to run GameCube and Wii games via emulation. They do not need to be ported, and obviously we have just had the recent leak itself of GameCube games. Three trusted sources have talked to Eurogamer and talked about GameCube emulation is coming to the console with Mario Sunshine and stuff like that. So that's promising. As for Wii emulation, so we know that if the GameCube emulation can be done, Wii emulation can be done, is basically what we're trying to say. But the only thing is the inputs. So the Wii controller, you can play some games that don't require the the sensor. But if you don't have a sensor, and if there's no way to connect a sensor, we're not going to get emulation for those games. But some games we may get emulation for that don't require the or may require it, but have other options to use the Pro controller or stuff like that, whatever the controller was called for the Wii. So it's really possible we're going to see emulators for the Switch and emulators on the Switch. That's basically the gist of the video. Anyone has any questions on the video, anything you want to tell me about their thoughts on it, ask me any questions about emulation themselves, please leave your comments down below. My name has been Alex. If you can, leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for some further videos, and I will see you guys in the next one.